I'm surprised it's ringing. Good thing I started the broadcast. Shit, I'm gonna go too.
Come on,
He's
Michael.
purposely gonna ignore us. He's not gonna answer, bro.
I haven't called Michael in a month.
Yep, and he won't answer. Good friend.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to...
Yeah.
My
I'm used to
turn.
the voice now. Oh, he definitely answering you.
He answered me earlier.
That's very rare, though. Stinky little.
Oh, he declined that one.
Yeah. He said he saw Damon. He said, I can't let this one. I gotta end this quick.
Watch this one. I call this one the back-to-back. Oh, he just said something in the chat.
No, I said something.
Oh. Alright.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up.
He's really...
He
He said shut up and go to bed.
What a meanie.
I cannot at the moment.
I know what I'm gonna do. Where's her number? Not that one. Not that one.
Getting flattened by Maurice. I said, man, don't want to look goofy talking to us. I said, my hog tie you, Damon. To make it seem like we're not ganging up on Michael.
Yeah.
What other games are on there? Oh my god, guys, the Disneyland Adventures. What? This game has 5 stars? What? No.
This might make Cuckery mad, though.
What?
What are you gonna do, call Kinsey?
Yeah, she's in my blog context.
Call her.
Yeah,
I'll
call
just
her.
say that I don't know what happened.
Yeah, call her.
Something.
I want to see if she answers too.
But she didn't block me, that's crazy.
What a weirdo. Someone's desperate.
Yeah, I blocked her on everything.
When she answers, say someone's desperate.
Someone's desperate.
Ooh, she remembered that number and declined that quickly. Well, Adam, get ready for a message.
Yep, you're about to get text. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Should. If he's a man, he'll get on PlayStation and start asking questions, but you already know.
Oh, he's just gonna
He's a
duck and
cook.
dive.
I'm gonna tell if he messages me, I'm gonna say stop texting me, go text him.
Hey,
I called
that
your
worked for
girlfriend
me.
for the first time in over a year. Oh,
You desperate fucker. Desperate.
yeah, bro. I've had better white men.
White men?
I heard that too.
Big white cock.
Oh god.
My BWC is gonna be really my girlfriend. Oh,
Yeah, BWC, huh?
no one with that big cock says they have a big cock, bro.
Yeah. Nobody brags about it. You either show it or you don't. And it's obvious that he showed it to Kinsey and got declined.
Just like my call.
Kinsey's not human. Kinsey has to be like a computer AI or something because she's just so boring.
She's a computer AI made by EA.
Ubisoft AI boogie shit.
She's she's a terrorist in Siege. She's a Siege terrorist. That's how dumb her
I like
AI
how
is.
Michael said he can't answer the call at the moment. What a terrible
I don't know
guy.
what Michael's doing.
partying.
He's
Dying.
getting demolished by Maurice right now.
Make it seems like he's pretty bored sometimes. But I know he's not always not doing anything. I know he's usually out somewhere. It's kind of
That's a
thing.
Saturday night, so.
Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with that. He's a young man.
Man.
I want the any times with Charles Winston did that. Nigga trying to get people kicked out, fucking swinging it around like he pretended it's a sword and trying to hit me with it. I always gotta tell him and Hunter Davis to fucking behave and to stop acting like fucking children in public. This man Charles said nigga out loud and everyone turned and looked at this man like,
wow.
Oh, shut the fuck up. He didn't say nigger though, luckily. It was just nigga.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I felt it. I'd rather him say nigga in public than
You would have been gone.
I would have done the cartoon thing where you slide out and just put the nigga in front of the crowd and you just slide away.
You watch Nestle Niles? You gotta put the peace sign up and just disappear.
Time to go do this new race I got.
I'm going to see Spider-Man also. When does
There we
that
go,
come
Damon.
out?
That's what we should do.
This month.
Yeah.
See that if I
Alright,
can.
Damon. Let's go.
Boss man got me working.
I would not go
Ravens.
during the weekend though. I'm definitely not doing
Vikings, Titans, Chiefs,
That should be
Browns,
packed.
Ravens. Oh my god, the Steelers have such a tough closing schedule.
that. How loud is my TV? I don't think it was
I can hear it.
Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Unless it's what I think it is. Then I can hear it. I really don't know what I hear right now.
It sounds like a car revving.
Yeah.
So I was spinning out because I hit a fucking big tree and spun out.
I like the crashes in that
I'm
game.
doing oh yeah, I just did a danger sign thing. Oh my god! Hey, I completed it. Now I'm in a race. Hey Trey, you wanna do co-op races? Question mark. You need to be in a convoy with one or more player to play this mode. Would you like to create one? Yes, I would.
Mr. Pop Rock, Mr. Pop Rock, what you doing with my stocks? Monopoly was a waste of 2 hours. I'm glad Chase won though.
We finally got one. Me and Chase both finally got wins in Monopoly.
I haven't played Monopoly in well over a month.
Sure,
I think
are you
it
in
was like
offline mode on
October last
Xbox?
time I played.
I think
Yeah, fine.
I think that should be like a 2-time a month thing.
It just
Or like 1 time. Cause
it hurts though.
we gotta
was
play it
actually pretty
around
bored.
Christmas time.
I was also pretty bored because the other day we played a Monopoly match and I was still pretty drained. Just playing one is just so draining.
Yeah,
There's something
after
about the game when one person starts like getting everything. It's not
and
really fun.
you
Well, I don't care
won.
about that. I just don't like how, like, owning Boardwalk and all that shit, who fucking cares? But the thing that's annoying is the game literally is rigged and chooses one person. There's no way. You almost had this nigga land on a fucking railroad 4 times in a row. 4 fucking times. How the hell does that happen?
Yeah, it'll choose somebody and then screw over one other person. Like out of the 5 people, that one person was Jack, and that was it. He was the only one getting screwed over by everything, and nobody landed on his stuff.
I landed on
Well,
Boardwalk.
you had people land on your stuff though. He didn't have anyone land on his stuff.
I had someone land on my property twice, I think.
Yeah, and that was it.
And it was Jack.
It was Jack. Yeah.
Jack literally didn't. He wasn't able to do anything.
And then he
That was
landed
my
right
first
back on
game of
mine, I
Monopoly.
think.
I
You might
didn't.
invite Trey.
I didn't even buy anything my first game of Monopoly.
Yeah, cause you got the Jack treatment.
Yeah, I just died the whole time. Didn't even buy a single.
You lost money every single roll. And then you got put in jail too.
Yeah, great way to start off a game of Monopoly for your first time. Just lose.
Yep. Oh, I shall see our boys tomorrow. Yes. Y'all have a good night. Yes. Yes.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw, Winston. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jameis now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness. Did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On play action, Winston. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Kamara. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Rosas on for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. That time a 9-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. They'll be led out by their 24-year-old quarterback in his 4th season from USC, a former 3rd overall pick, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing here on third down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jameis to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season.
Emmanuel Sanders, touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Darnold. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Winston's throw caught by Sanders. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Play fake. Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 47 yards on the ground so far. Working with a 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Winston. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So how about this for a start? Nothing here in the first as they kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken,
does,
correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On second down and 4, Darnold. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now this first quarter, let's just be frank, it's been a disaster so far offensively.
Yeah, already down multiple scores, and it doesn't appear they can get out of their own way right now.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Darnold now to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And here's Joseph Charlton now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this returnable for Harris. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice. And now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
First down, Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. And it's caught. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 21-0 our score after 1. Second and goal from the 1. Here's Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. T.J. Hockenson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Carolina offense about ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants. Or
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Number remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And a rout is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down throw, Darnold. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Rosas' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Darnold. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Returnable here for Callaway. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Winston now to throw on first down. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Sam Darnold and the Carolina offense set to take over here. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. That caught by Tremble. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talk to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed, and how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. From the 31, Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Darnold. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Again, he finds more. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Here's Darnold. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Von Miller in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A 1st down throw for Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Winston now. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
To the air again with Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. 2nd and 5 now. Winston. Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Winston. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.